As a reminder, we are doing a Le Mans start. That's right, run up to your boat. So you need a holder or two to keep it straight at the water's edge as you take off and run out there. And as I say that, I notice all the boats are out there and can't hear me anyway. All right. They're off. Oh, we got a wave right there. All three riders taking off. We're waiting for the fourth to get that thing going. Is that D-Mac down there? We are waiting for binoculars to come up here with the glare off the water. It's difficult to see who's out there. I believe that's Legopoulos out there. I think D-Mac came in, is joining us. It could be him out there. So out there on the water, the 243 out of Loganville, Georgia, Dennis Mack on the 361 Yamaha. Out of Sarasota, Florida, Eric Lagopoulos. On the 777 out of Miami, Florida, Juan Lezcano. And out of Mooresville, North Carolina, on the 808, Graham Hunt. That is Eric Lagopoulos. So out there, first place, Eric Lagopoulos. In second, out of Miami, Juan Lezcano. Right behind him, Gray and Hunt. Lezcano and Hunt going at it in the back. D-Mac. D-Mac getting some serious air out there. So Lagopoulos starting to distance himself just a little. Meanwhile, Juan Lezcano has Graham Hunt all there behind him. Oh, look at the air from those two riders. Oh, and Lezcano sticks it just a little. Hunt pulls up, and Lezcano still out front. Oh! Getting close there. Lezcano making the turn. Hunt a little bit behind, and look out, folks. Here comes D-Mac. D-Mac starting to reel in second and third. I'll tell you what, great selection there by Dennis Mack. He pulled 2-3 boat lengths down that straightaway. Riding the trough. Lezcano's got Graham Hunt coming up behind him, and Hunt goes by. See if he can make it stick. And he does. Hunt gets by Lezcano, and there's D-Mac in third, right in back of second and third. And D-Mac starting to make a move. So it's Lagopoulos, Hunt, Lezcano, and Mack. And look out, Juan Lezcano. There goes Dennis Mack. Lezcano having some issues, no question. He went from second back to fourth, trying to keep that thing running. Eric Lagopoulos out front, but look out, Eric. D-Mac is coming, and he is on a tear. Lagopoulos continues to lead, but Dennis Mack is on a tear.
Check.
Now,
Check.
I had heard that D-Mac just going to circulate for a little bit, but looks like, those competitive juices are taking over.
Check.
And Dennis Mack is starting to run down Eric Lagopoulos now.
Well,
Eric looks over and sees D-Mac coming. He may wick that up.
check. No, is this on? Oh, yeah. Hey, it is on.
It is.
I can't even hear myself think. All right. I can't.
Rick, talk louder.
Yell. Just yell a little bit. They'll
There
hear
you go.
Okay.
So, over on your right-hand side of the course, making the turn onto the front straightaway, our leader, Eric Lagopoulos. Behind him in second place now, Rick, is D-Mac. He was in fourth position, way down, didn't even start the race till everybody else was almost a lap into it. And D-Mac is starting to run down Eric Lagopoulos right now.
Well, what's strange about that is he didn't race yesterday in this race.
Exactly, but he did compete in Pensacola, So
Yeah.
for the overall series, he's going to get points. It's worthwhile.
Yeah, it's interesting that he decided not to race Moto 1 yesterday and then came in late into this one. Can't figure out what the strategy is other than maybe, as you're alluding to, pick up a few points.
Correct, and maybe there was a mechanical yesterday. Wasn't sure he wanted to test his boat that early. Who knows?
Well,
But all I can say is, man, he's wicking it up now. I mean, nobody's touched Eric Lagopoulos all weekend long, and D-Mac's coming from dead last to half a lap down, and looks like he's going to try and make a charge right now, side by side. Oh, man, D-Mac is on it.
Yeah, first time this weekend Eric Lagopoulos has been challenged at all, and D-Mac looks like he's definitely up for the task here.
He makes
early.
the pass. There it is, D-Mac out front. Now Lagopoulos knows that he had first. He's set up. Whoa, look at Eric taking the trough all the way to the end there.
Wow, that's... We heard that. We heard that. I heard that. Oh, that was awesome.
Well, Rick Lake, let's just go ahead and share this microphone while we can. It's been a great race so far. I'll tell you what. This class has provided some really good racing with a minimum number of riders. You know, back in Pensacola and here this morning in Daytona Beach.
Well, yeah, the deal is, I'm not surprised by this at all, and I would like to see a lot more competitors jump into SUP-CROSS.
Check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
I've seen this type
Coming
of
at
racing
you.
before,
1, 2,
and
1, 2. All
it
right,
can
now.
get very exciting. These riders at this level are riding these runabouts wide open, virtually around the entire course, and they are not at all afraid. You know, they're closed course racers. So if push comes to shove, you know, we're going to see some action, and we have and we will. I'm not surprised by this at all. This is good racing.
Game on.
Exactly right, Kurt.
All right, where's Jennifer Illing? Well, I see her floating above the beach down there as her man is out front and taking off. I mean, he is distancing himself from Lagopoulos and the rest of the riders right now, big time.
Yeah, no surprise. D-Mac really, really on the gas this year and has turned up the speed a couple of notches, not just one, but a couple. And Eric Lagopoulos, who has not been beaten in one race so far this weekend, and he's been in many, right now is sitting in second place.
He's sitting in second place, but he knows that D-Mac wasn't in Moto number 1.
Oh, absolutely.
So, you know, obviously he knows that he doesn't basically just sit in second and he gets the overall this weekend.
I still don't think he wants to come in second. I think that this is not his choice.
Well, that's not what I'm seeing. Dennis Mack is just putting it down right now.
Well, I think Dennis Mack is faster, frankly.
Yeah, and here comes Lagopoulos.
And he's showing it. Lagopoulos is going to have to wake up a little bit and go, okay.
Well, you can see it in his rider position, right?
Well, he's changed now. He's back on the gas and going, okay, you know, the fight is on, and I'm up to the task, so let's get it on here this morning in Daytona. And here comes Lagopoulos back at D-Mac. So he's listening to the announcers going, okay, you think I'm not fast enough? I'll show you.
Rick, apparently you've got a remote control there that you're controlling Mr. Lagopoulos. No, great. Look at Eric making a move. D-Mac coming around front. He's got the lead. Looks over his shoulder. Lagopoulos is right there.
Now, this is a 20-minute moto. So unlike the closed course races, this race is, about twice as long, basically, as a pro moto and in closed course. So there's plenty of time for riders to sort themselves out, get on the pace, figure out what they need to do. And I think Lagopoulos is doing it right now.
We're telling you, no.
And here they go one more time.
Yeah, Robert, we don't have a walkie-talkie up here.
A walkie-talkie. Or a Dick Tracy wrist radio.
I got one of those. You said Tracy.
Oh, the battle rages on here, Daytona Beach. Day number 2. And it's a warm one this morning.
Yeah, I don't think it's any warmer than yesterday. There's just no breeze.
Yeah, pretty much. It is warm, no breeze, and woo, we're feeling it.
Yeah, that's right. We need to ask somebody to get us a radio. Yeah, I think Paul's got it. I think. I don't know. All right, amateur racers, we are ready to go. As soon as this ends, we need IROC Stuck, Junior Spark, 13-15. You guys be ready to go as soon as the checkered flag comes out for this race.
We haven't seen the halfway sign from the flagger. You know, there's that. Aye. And Mac and Logopolis going at it. Oh, wide line this time.
Whoa. I'll tell you what, they are having some fun. Thank you, sir.
So 243 comes by, and that is Dennis Mack, and he is behind Logopolis. He is behind Logopolis significantly right now. The battle right now is for 3rd and 4th. And that looks like Graham Hunt and Juan Lescano going at it, battling for position 3rd and 4th. Meanwhile, Dennis Mack continues his work of trying to track down Eric Logopolis. Early on here on Sunday morning, Daytona Beach.
Oh, D-Mac getting caught up in the trough on the front straightaway slowed him down. He was starting to reel in Eric again. Just not quite able to do it.
Logopolis down the front straightaway in command. So we were mistaken. Hard to see a little bit here early this morning out on that water. The glare is pretty brutal. And Logopolis, D-Mac behind him. D-Mac not that far behind. He's got plenty of time, we believe. We haven't seen the halfway sign. But we'll keep an eye out and see if D-Mac can close that gap at all on Logopolis. They seem to be circulating pretty much at the same pace.
Well, Eric's going to be into lap traffic here pretty soon. That could become a factor.
Well, that certainly can allow D-Mac to close the gap a little bit, as he may have just a little cleaner water than Logopolis will have when he comes up behind Hunt and Lescano, as they battle pretty much side by side right now for 3rd place here in Moto 2. And Logopolis now is coming up behind those two riders.
D-Mac right behind, so all 4 of our competitors on the front straightaway at the same time. Only 2 of them are going to be a lap down. Boy, Logopolis is boiling the water out there. It wouldn't surprise me to see some fish rolling up on shore. They get caught up with how Eric is going out there. He is flying. D-Mac coming up behind. As they head out. And we do apologize, but boy, I'll tell you from up here, the vision is really difficult and the numbers are very difficult. White flag, 1 lap to go. Legopolis gets by 1.
Yeah, we're not sure about that finish. I see Dennis Mack taking the checkered flag as he came by. So we stand corrected. Maybe we were right about that. We'll check scoring when this thing finishes. But as far as we know, D-Mac came across and took the checkered flag first. From my vantage point, what I saw was a checkered flag came out. 243 took the checkered flag. We'll check scoring for the official results.
Absolutely, and everything as usual from the Tower of Power is officially unofficial. And at this distance, well, we do the best we can with the information we've got. Down in the Broward Motorsports pit, can you guys hear us down there on the announcing? Somebody give us a wave, please. All right, thank you very much. Richard Ignacio, once again, technically superior to all others on the planet. All right. Up now, first closed course race. We want to get our scores in position.
right, absolutely. Same here, but the conditions again, surf racing, absolutely phenomenal. This is a great one. Back to you. Now, the only thing besides that is a lap of the day. Now, all right, here we go. Off the start into the first right-hand turn today. This is going to be a sweeping right-hander as the riders head around, and they are on the gas. Get into a left-hander, and then they'll make a right-hander.
I'll tell you what, yesterday, coming in, we see riders good all day, and all three or four of our riders can see down the front straightaway.
Yeah, definitely the most challenging part of the track today is that front straightaway, negotiating the rolling waves coming in, and then they head back out in a series of left and right handers before making that turn onto that long back straightaway where we see who has the horsepower.
That's evident on that back straight. You can see it clearly. The best are most moving away. When they hit the side here, they come up on the back side of the wave. That's the time that the critical is heavy right.
We come back towards starting straight to the finish, and that is going to be a lap here in Daytona Beach.
Exactly right.
Yeah, thank you. All right, we are back. We had to do a little TV time, and
Yeah, the makeup takes
apologize
forever,
for that.
Rick.
Yeah, well, your makeup does.
I didn't need any. It was you.
Okay, you keep telling yourself that.
I know.
Oh, all right. We're ready for a great day here at Close Course Racing. And our first race on the water this morning, I should say following Super-Course, which was our first race, is we've got IROC stock and junior Spark stock, 13 to 15-year-olds. So it's a combined class. Of course, junior Spark stock is going to be all Kenny Butterbiscuit Compton on his Sea-Doo Spark out of Carthage, Texas. The IROC stock class, however, Eric Lagopoulos has been the story this weekend, Kurt.
Well, he certainly has, and it appears as it has all weekend. He's out front. Yeah, Eric Lagopoulos. There's only one. Jennifer will have some inside. Yeah, as I look down there, we're catching up. See the 607 baby driver, Avery Underhill. Oh, and as I start to call his name, he hits the eject button. Avery, a tall rider, standing up, says, hey, I'm okay. Where'd my boat go? There it is.
Again, the announcer's kiss of death.
I know, right?
Avery has been riding very well on the tour so far this season. He's really wicked it up a bit. Unfortunately, the rollers on that front straightaway, which we talk about all the time.
Claim another victim, right?
Exactly right.
I mean, seriously. You look at our racers. Look how wide he's going not to get in there, I'll tell you.
White flag out. 1 lap to go for our leader, Eric Lagopoulos. And Avery's having a little problem in the inside section, but he'll get back on that boat and underway here, hopefully, before the checker flag comes out. Get one more lap in if he can get up and underway.
Yeah, the waves closing out right here, right now. That'll change a little bit during the day as tide comes in, but boy, difficult to get going when your boat's getting battered every few seconds with another wave. Checker flag comes out for Eric Lagopoulos. Kenny Compton taking us first in his class, second overall. Believe this is John Block coming down the front straightaway. And he'll finish second in the IROC stock class.
And Avery got back up and underway and is heading down the back straightaway to complete his final lap. One thing about Daytona that's unlike a lot of beaches is, I mean, you can drive on this beach, ride bikes. It's hard packed.
It is really hard packed.
You know, really different than like what we would have in most of the West Coast, for sure.
Oh, yeah. And because it's such a shallow angle as it heads out to the Atlantic there, it gets packed and it stays packed.
Yeah, and the tide is big. The tide difference is pretty big here, and we're starting out at a relatively low tide here this morning. This tide is going to move in throughout the day and probably reach high tide somewhere, I'm guessing, about 4 p.m. this afternoon. Although we should be done probably by about around 2, I'm guessing, today.
Well, I think so. We're trying to get all of our amateur races done as quickly as we can. We need Sports Stock to the line, please. Sports Stock, race number 3 to the line. And this was a great class yesterday. It's going to be a lot of fun, Rick. Remember, we had Jimmy Wilson in this, Hayden Skellett. Those two battled all through the races. Sammy Niemi was right there. Those three took the top 3 spots in both of the first motos. Sam Tyre was out there in moto number 2. Sam out of Jacksonville, sponsored by Weight Shape and Performance. Let's go through the lineup and see who we got in Sports Stock.
On boat number 2, out of Port Charlotte, Florida, riding for Weight Shape and Performance, Action Kawasaki Abaco Glasses, Commander Industries, and Broward Motorsports, that's Hayden Skellett.
On the number 13 Yamaha to Davie, Florida, sponsored by Broward Motorsports, Judge Motorsports, Jet Trim, Jet Pilot, Exotic Sign, Shoei Helmets and Work Performance, Sammy Niemi.
Boat number 20 out of Gold Coast, Australia. On the Broward Motorsports, Judge Motorsports, Jet Trim, Jet Pilot, Exotic Signs, Shoei Helmets Works Performance Yamaha, Sammy Niemi.
On the number 20, out of Gold Coast, Australia, Guy Greenland, sponsored by Speed Zone, Action Horizon Stunts.
All right, wake up, Rick. 69 out of Pembroke Pines, Florida. More coffee, more coffee.
Faster.
Broward Motorsports, Judge Motorsports, Hamilton's Customs Yamaha of Ray Quintana.
On the number 95 Yamaha, also from Davie, Florida, sponsored by Broward Motorsports, TMR, Judge Motorsports, Exotic Signs, VOS, WSR, and Jet Pilot, Ken Waddle.
Number 111 with a pair of wins yesterday on the Yamaha is Broward Judge Motorsports rider Jimmy Wilson.
On the 116 Yamaha out of Ackworth, Georgia, sponsored by Speed Zone, Jet Pilot, Jet Trim, and Fox, Devin Farthing.
288 out of Pensacola on the Pro Watercraft RAS Products, Pensacola Motorsports, Sea-Doo, Brett Underhill.
On the 295 out of Port Charlotte, Florida, Taylor Skellett, sponsored by